thing. There we go. Hey guys, welcome to that LP stream. The name of the game is Metroid Fusion, otherwise known as Metroid 4, released for the Game Boy Advance in 2002, the same exact day as Metroid Prime. And this following an 8-year drought following Super Metroid. After that, 8 years, no Metroid games, completely skipped Nintendo 64, picked up right on Game Boy Advance and GameCube. How you doing, Zio Kim, Dirt Bike Girl, Kit Kat, Game Ninja, or Chaos? What's going on, guys? Yes, Zio Kim, I have a severe problem. I know I said I was going to not play any more Metroid games, but, I lied. Totally lied. Although I might not pick up Zero Mission immediately following this. I feel like I should probably get back to streaming some more Mario Maker, and I'd like to play some Mario Kart in the near future. But there we go, Metroid Fusion. Now, who was it who said, Kit Kat, you said that you never played a Metroid game before. Just wanted to let you know, if you do plan on picking up the Metroid series, this game canonically is the final game in the series. It's the last in the timeline. There are no Metroid games that take place after this. So there might be some spoilers for parts of the series. I need to delete a file, so I guess I'll go ahead and delete this since it has the longest run time. There we go. And let's get started. Well, Dirt Bike Girl, we'll probably be picking up some Mario Kart in the future here, so keep a lookout for that. Okay, we got some plot. I'd been assigned to watch over Biologics research team. So I once again found myself on the surface of SR-388. Yeah, this is a very story-heavy game. There's a lot of dialogue. And if you played AM2R, which takes place on SR-388, you actually get to see this cave right here. So the creator made a nice homage to Metroid Fusion in that. It was there that I was attacked by a life... Drop that. It was there that I was attacked by a life form I had never encountered before. It was only later that I learned the identity of my attacker, the parasitic organism we now know as X. Unaware of my condition, I was returning to the station when disaster struck. Once the X had infested my central nervous system, I lost consciousness and my ship drifted into an asteroid belt. And she dies. Okay, thanks for dropping by, guys. Metroid's over. She's dead. You played this about a week ago, Zio Kim? How'd you do? The ship's emergency systems automatically ejected the escape pod before impact. Biologics vessel recovered it and transported me to Galactic Federation HQ all the way back to Earth. Wow. However, during the journey, the X multiplied within me, corrupting large areas of my power suit. They rushed her all the way back to Earth for surgery. It then came to light that the organic components of my power suit had become so integrated with my system that it could not be removed while I was unconscious. Large portions of my suit had to be surgically removed, dramatically altering my physical appearance. However, the X inside my central nervous system were too embedded to be removed safely. I was given a minimal chance of survival. Oh, Game Boy Micro, it's so tiny. That's what she said. No. Then someone found a cure. They proposed using a Metroid cell to make an anti-X vaccine. It seems that the Federation had managed to preserve a cell culture from the last infant Metroid from SR-388. The serum was prepared and injected without delay. The X parasites were immediately and completely destroyed. So I think this is like the inner layering of the power suit, like the thermal stuff underneath it. As for me, one life ended, yet I survived, reborn as something different. I had to become someone else. I had to become something else. I am the Green Arrow. No. Pondering this fact, I realize I owe the Metroid hatchling my life twice over. Don't you mean the baby? We'll soon be arriving at the BSL research station. This is someone else talking now. I must prepare for docking. I hope Jake isn't here to hear that word. Hey, Infernal Potato, what's going on, man? You're Ripley from Alien? The ship's computer has notified me of our approach to the Biologic Space Labs, or Bullshit Labs, BSL, research station. During my surgery, the research team sent the last batch of creatures we captured there, as well as the infected pieces of my power suit. After regaining consciousness, I learned that an unexplained explosion rocked the station. For some reason, this awoke a nameless fear in my heart, and now I am being sent there to investigate. My mission on the BSL station will be overseen by my new ship's computer. Following the commands of this blunt computerized CEO is something I have to bear, as it was a condition of my taking the ship. For someone who dislikes taking orders, this is the second time I found myself having to do so. Admiral Dane, Adam Malkovich, third. It makes me recall my other CO. Yes, this is for Game Boy Advance, Nathaniel. Hello, welcome. But I am playing on the Wii U Virtual Console. There's been an explosion in the quarantine bay. The bay currently stores capsules containing recent samples from SR-388 as well as parts of your suit infected by the X parasites. The cause of the explosion is as yet unclear. Investigate. The quarantine bay is here. Move quickly and quietly. You're still unable to use most of your latent abilities. Don't forget that, Samus. Stop at the navigation room on the way. Uplink from there. Is your objective clear? Now, go to the quarantine bay. So, yeah. Whereas games like, what happened to Samus's ship? It crashed. She got a new one with a computerized commanding officer, and we all know how much she loves taking orders and waiting to be authorized to do stuff. That being said, unlike games like Super Metroid, this game is very objective-based, and as a result, kind of linear. They do leave you floating in the wind for a few things, but other than that, it usually gives you a clear idea of where you need to go and what you need to do. The quarantine bay is ahead. Biosigns are confirmed. Be careful. So, yeah, those just joining in, after eradicating the Metroids from SR-388 in Metroid 2 Return of Samus, Samus once again returns to SR-388, escorting a team of scientists. Well, it turns out that there was a parasitic organism that they called X there that infected her power suit, which required it to be surgically removed. And of course, an X parasite right there just absorbed into me, yet I'm somehow not dead. And they'll explain exactly what happened and why it did that as soon as I get into this navigation room, because I just went there to test those biosigns. This is unfortunate news. The specimens brought back by the field team were infected by X parasites. The X can mimic its prey. Any specimen could have hosted it. Before the explosion, a security sensor scanned one. The gelatinous X parasites invade and rapidly reproduce, killing the host creature. They also absorb DNA and use it to mimic the host. You were almost killed by an X infection. Only the Metroid vaccine saved your life. It seems Metroids were the main predators of the X. That's why the vaccine works so quickly and so well, but it has also changed your cellular makeup. You will never be infected by X again. In fact, you can now absorb any free-floating X parasites without a host by merely touching them. This will allow you to replenish health and restore weapons. You may also restore latent abilities this way, so pursue free X parasites whenever you possibly can. This station is home to many species, some violent ones. We must keep the X out of the breeding environments at all costs. This is vital, Samus. I'm already detecting massive biosigns in this region. The X are gathering. This may be our chance to exterminate them, but you are only at 10% battle capacity. Your chance of survival is extremely low. The Federation needs you alive and on duty, Samus. Now, get going. I've released the lock on level 0 hatches. Look for the blinking hatches. So, no, this is not the game with Dark Samus. That would be the Metroid Prime series. I should play Broforce. It looks fun. I don't have it, though. So there you go. They don't mention this in game, but they do mention it in the instruction manual for the game. The Metroids, the parasitic organism for which the entire series was made, the thing that we all thought was the threat to the real threat to the galaxy, were actually kind of the good guys. They were created by the Chozo in order to battle the true threat, the X-Parasite. But the Chozo, in their infinite wisdom, never told anybody about that before disappearing, so everybody thought the Metroids were bad. I have received news from HQ. They can support you with downloadable weapons data. Once you have this data, you'll be able to use missiles. This will help you against some enemies your beam can't hurt. Head to the data room for the download. The data room is here. So yeah, anything marked with a D is a data room. N, navigation room, S are save rooms, and you have R, which are recharge rooms. With missiles, your chance of survival climbs to 20%. Alright, let's go. So yeah, I guess the way it works is because the Metroids were the natural predators of the X-Parasite, that means that their DNA makes a vaccine? I guess that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like if you were to get bitten by a king cobra, mongoose DNA could cure you. That computer reminds me of a gruff Federation CEO I served named Adam Malkovich. He called me lady on missions. From anyone else, it would have sounded sarcastic, but Adam made it sound dignified. Out of respect and with some irony, I named the computer after him. So yeah, anybody who... This is where they first mentioned Adam Malkovich in the Metroid series, and they flesh him out a little further in Metroid Other M, leading a lot of people to not really like him. Yeah, it's like mongoose DNA curing King Cobra venom. No, the X-Parasites did not come from Phazon. The X-Parasites predate all of that. Actually, it may not predate Phazon, but it doesn't come from it. The X-Parasites were just a galactic scourge that... that the Chozo discovered on SR-388. So they created the Metroids in order to take out the X-Parasites because they were afraid of someone landing on SR-388 and getting infected by X-Parasites. They were trying to prevent this very thing because X-Parasites can mimic their host. They infect you, they kill you, they copy you. It's kind of like John Carpenter's The Thing. And what would happen if an X-Parasite managed to infect a person and absorbed all of their knowledge on how to pilot a spaceship? They could spread throughout the galaxy. So this entire time we thought the Metroids were bad, but they were actually created by the Chozo to fight the real threat. Electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck. This may be related to the X. I'll work on it. As for you, try to find another way to the target. It's located here. My favorite zone in Sonic 2? Not Metropolis Zone. Yes, I saw the game theory on the Edakuns and the Decoras, and I will get to that. I will address that, so just stay tuned. I'm reading huge bioscience, so I hope your missiles work. To reload missiles, you can use a recharge room or absorb a special type of X-Parasite. You'll see them, try it out. So green parasites, we can kill enemies and absorb the X-Parasite floating around. The yellow ones heal you, they'll heal your energy, and the green ones heal ammo. Yeah, but the X-Parasites work a lot like John Carpenter's The Thing. Missiles are your only hope. Don't hesitate to use them. Hidden Palace is kind of cool. I showed off Hidden Palace in my playthrough of Sonic 2. Now, find a way to the target. So, just to let you guys know, this will be a 100% run unless I accidentally miss something, but I know how many... Nathaniel Chili's has donated $2. Thank you, Nathaniel. Thank you, Nathaniel. Everybody, hashtag Nathaniel in the chat. Where was I? Yes, this will be a 100% run. Whether or not I make it in under 2 hours is up for debate because I'll be interacting with you guys, so I never guarantee that it'll be under 2 hours, but I will try. That being said, there are certain points, if you're playing this and you're not able to pause it like this because you're playing on an actual Game Boy Advance, You should know that there are a few times in which the timer pauses. Anytime there's a screen transition like that, the timer pauses. Anytime that you're in a navigation room and reading dialogue, it pauses. Every time you pause, it pauses. So yeah, you can sit here staring at your map. If ever there's a time where you are second guessing where you need to go, pause it, just stare at your map, even if you're taking a while to read it, because right now, as I have this paused, the timer stops. So it's a good thing to remember if you're trying to get a really good time. The Loud House. Ooh, zombie human. So yeah, zombies in a Metroid game. Well, it won't be the last time we see them. We do see them in Metroid Prime 2 Echoes, kind of. They're infected by the Ing. Okay, eye doors, yeah. Alright, so yeah, only when you see their pupil can you attack them with a missile. Get out of my damn way. And yeah, when they have no pupil, they're about to fire a beam. You are in the most horrible place. Oh god, that thing was in a terrible place. I couldn't move around very much. Howler, the Howler's YT has subscribed. Thank you, Howler. You gotta get going, Infernal? Okay, well, thank you for dropping by, and have a one that is good. Alright. And here's one of our first very trickily hidden items. Trickily, is that a word? I don't think it's a... It's hard to find. I think trickily refers to, like, water. Okay, so... There's specimens from SR388 here, and the X-Parasites have taken the liberty of copying them, including our old friend Arachnus, who, if you remember, we got the Spring Ball from in Metroid 2. Oh, come on. So I need to absorb a few green parasites so I can actually have missiles, because once you've destroyed their body, they break down into their pure form, the Core X, which can only be destroyed with missiles. And after destroying it, we get a new power-up item. We reabsorb them, and we earn whatever ability they were holding. And in this case, it's the Morph Ball, as evidenced by the fact that he was rolling into a ball. Reminds you of clipping glitches, the way they hit it. Yeah, there's plenty of little hidden passages that you need to blow open. And they are very tricky with some of the items that they hide in this, probably even more so than Super Metroid. Even though there is that one... Carl! There's a dead human in our lab! Whoa, how did he get there? Carl, what do you know about this? I have never seen him before in my life. So yeah, but I recall in Super Metroid, and I mentioned this, there's one power-up. There's a missile expansion in Meridia that's up in a big room on a really high wall, and even with the X-ray visor, I don't know how you're supposed to know it's there. Samus, it's as I feared. The breeding environments have been invaded by X-parasites. Of course they have. Sector 1 shows several abnormalities on biosensors. Sector 1 is a simulation of SR388 ecosystem. To get there, take the main elevator to the access shaft and use elevator 1. Is your objective clear? Use the navigation room just inside for further briefing. I'm not sure, but I think that whoever allowed the X into the environment may also be linked to the earlier explosion. So, yeah, there's different sectors that simulate different environments in the game, and we're going to be traveling to each of them. And that's kind of like how this area is broken down, because we're not actually on a planet this time with like an interconnected cave system. It's different segregated sectors on a big space station. You're stuck on 40 subs? Well, just keep making content and always strive to improve. Oh, God. Always strive to improve. You'll get past that 40 subs. So yeah, this game doesn't have Dark Samus, but it does have an evil version of Samus, just not specifically the Phazon entity of Dark Samus. It does have a name. It does have a name. Not Anti-Samus, though I'd imagine it may be called Anti-Samus in some regions. Who knows? They actually have a name for it here, though. The main elevator leading to the access shaft has been severely damaged. It will be totally unusable for some time, unfortunately. Some unknown agent is at work. Well, you know who it is. Something very powerful, certainly not human. I'll report when I know more. Now listen closely. The X in Sector 1 have invaded the atmospheric stabilizers. They must want to alter the environment to their needs. They are already reproducing. Clear all 5 atmospheric stabilizers to stop them. Sumas. Now, get moving. Okay, so we're in Sector 1, which is an artificial ecosystem that simulates the ecosystem of planet SR388. I have a few questions. One, the biologic research labs are orbiting SR388, so why would you need to create a fake SR388? Also, if the X-parasites are native to SR388, why would they want to screw with the atmospheric stabilizers simulating their home planet? They don't need to terraform this place. It's perfectly fine for them. So, I don't know exactly why they would want to do that. So, yeah. They're messing with the atmospheric stabilizers, so we're going around Sector 1, and we need to clear all 5 of them. No, 0 fucks given, just running through. Yeah, be careful. You don't want to make it seem too much like you're advertising your own channel on someone else's channel. And, of course, they're simulating space pirates. Kind of makes you wonder how they got to space pirate DNA here on a Federation facility in order to mimic it. What are they doing? If you played Metroid Other M, then you kind of know that there's certain factions of the Galactic Federation who aren't the most savory of people. Oh, God. Alright, 3 missiles should be enough to take out the debris on the atmospheric stabilizers. Also, there's something that I want to show off next time I run into one. Who are the space pirates? The Federation? No, what I was asking is, you know, the X-parasites are mimicking the DNA of creatures that are being held on board. That must mean that the Federation had space pirate DNA. Sample of space pirate DNA. They do explain it. I'm just, you know, pointing out the foreshadowing here. Oh, God, no. Why didn't you grab onto it? Yeah, these ladders can be a little weird. Yeah, keep your distance going through here because we move around in slowly in water for right now because we don't have the gravity suit or any variation thereof at this point. And there's a save room through that door right there. Just save it for later. Nope. Nope. Oh, yeah. It can shoot that beam up to 4 times before actually showing its pupil. One more. You. Yeah, I've had those doors, those eye doors, waste a lot of time for me before because they'll fire the beam like 4 times and then they'll open their eye once. They'll open the pupil once and then they'll do it 4 more times. Come on. No. Can I? Can I? No, come on. No. What are you doing? Stop. Really, you're not going to let me cheese you. Screw you, then. Yeah, sometimes you can get that thing locked in a position to where it, to where you can just shoot down at it because it has its eye angled in such a way, but it wasn't working with me that time. Okay, so now we have the charge beam. You should be familiar what it does if you've played any other Metroid game. You hold down the button to charge up your shot and then release. Also, whenever you're charging, you could do kind of a pseudo screw attack. Oh, no, let's get up here. There we go. Hidden passage right here. No clear sign that it's there, though, so once again, kind of tricky. But yeah, as you can see, because I'm using my charge beam, if I spin jump into enemies, it kind of acts like a pseudo screw attack. Oh! Also, if you're holding charge beam and you go into morph ball mode, it discharges the shot. Also, if you look at the top of the debris there, kind of in the corner, you'll see that there's a GameCube. It might be hard to see on the screen, especially with YouTube's compression and the fact that I don't take up my entire overlay with the game footage, so you might have to look kind of hard to see that, but then again, you're certainly looking on it on a bigger screen than you would playing this game on a Game Boy Advance. What's the screw attack? Oh, it's a spinny death ball attack that appears in most Metroid games, and it is absolutely abusive. Usually once you get it, it means that you can pretty much break the game. Of course, wall jumps are back from Super Metroid, and in spite of how I'm performing right now, they are a little easier to do than they were in Super Metroid. The only problem is because of Samus's weight and the distance from which she jumps off the wall, since she's not as floaty in this game, you can no longer use one wall in order to wall jump up long shafts. That's something that actually returns in Metroid Zero Mission, although in spite of the fact that you can still do that, Samus still has the weightiness that comes with the physics engine of Zero Mission and Metroid, Zero Mission and Fusion. So it's still much harder to do a wall jump on one wall. All right, there we go. Atmospheric levels are equalized, so it's still like SR388. We didn't change much. We got rid of the clouds, though. The cloud effect is not here. I still don't understand why the X-Parasites would want to screw with the ecosystem of SR388 when it's their home planet. It's like us terraforming Earth to be more like Earth. Alright, Howler, well, thank you for dropping by. If you haven't already, hit the like button on the way out and have a one. That is good. Alright, so mission complete, or objective complete, so now we're heading back to the navigation room, and that's kind of the natural progression of this game, is you hit up a navigation room, your computer will give you an objective, you complete the objective, you return to the navigation room. Hey Kyle, what's going on? I see you lurking. You never saw the pseudo screw attack, Zeokim? It works in pretty much every 2D Metroid game. With the charge beam, that is. Atmospheric stabilizers online, but many X have already made it to other sectors, it seems. In particular, Sector 2, the tropical habitat, shows abnormalities. I suspect the X entered this sector with the help of our unseen saboteur. He or it may be in TRO now. Samus, get over there. We need to put an end to this. Start moving. I'll brief you at the TRO navigation room. So our next objective that we got at the navigation room is to go to another navigation room. Also, I have to jump twice my height in order to get to that elevator. How did the normal people without power suits or super strength get on that elevator? Because this is a laboratory. As I listened to the briefing, my thoughts turned to Adam. The real Adam understood me well. He would end orders by saying, "Any objections, lady?" He knew I wouldn't disagree. That was just his way of noting our trust. I wonder if I can trust this computer too. Why does Samus's suit look so different? Because her power suit, the organic parts of her power suit, were infected with the X parasite at the beginning of the game and had to be surgically removed. So this is just kind of like the inlining of her power suit without the armor itself, like without the actual armored plating. So it's like the thing that goes in between the Zero suit and the armor itself. The overall objective here, destroy the X parasites. I have learned the identity of our mystery saboteur, Samus. It's an X mimicking you. I have named it the SAX. I believe the SAX came from the capsule containing your infected suit parts. It used a power bomb to escape the quarantine bay. That explosion breached the capsules containing all the X that started this disaster, but the SAX is definitely our biggest worry right now. The SAX is mimicking you at full power. You can't face it. If you see the SAX, just run. Don't think about fighting. You're still very vulnerable to cold, an unexpected side effect of the Metroid vaccine. Like Metroids, you can be frozen by an ice beam. Of course, the SAX is armed with the ice beam. Stay away. If you see it, just run. HQ says they have bomb data ready in the data room. Bombs will help you find a way out if the SAX traps you. The data room is here, but it's sealed by a level 1 hatch. You'll have to find the security room and release the level 1 locks. Per safety protocols, it's not marked on the map. You'll have to find it on your own somehow, Samus. So first, find the security room and unlock level 1 hatches. Then go to the data room and get that bomb data. Is your objective clear? Kind of. It's like in between the Zero suit and the armor itself. Keep an eye out for the SAX. Bear in mind, though, the Zero suit first appeared in Metroid Zero mission, which was released after this. So at this point, she doesn't really have the Zero suit. It's not a thing that they came up with yet. Yeah, but she can't use the ice beam apparently in this one. At least that's what they're saying, but, well, wait for the end. So yeah, she has taken on physical properties of the Metroids as a side effect of being integrated with Metroid DNA. So she's now the child of the Chozo twice over. She was injected with their DNA, and she was injected with the DNA of their creation, the Metroids. So, yeah. We have our objective, but in order to reach the objective, which is the data room with the bombs in it, we have to come to the security room and unlock the blue hatches. This wasn't marked on the map. I think this was kind of Metroid Fusion's way of still kind of leaving you in the wind and not letting you know exactly where to go or how to get there to, just to preserve a little bit of that old school Metroid feeling. No, it's not the last Metroid stream or my last Metroid playthrough. This is the last canonical Metroid game. But I'll probably be doing more after this, though I probably won't jump right into another Metroid game. I won't be doing Zero Mission immediately following this. I should probably get back to something like Mario Maker, Mario Kart, things like that. Alright, and there we go. We have bombs. Are you asking if this is Super Metroid or Metroid Fusion? JJ, judging by your, avatar, you should know. Anyway, you hear those footsteps down there? We don't want to go down there quite yet. Wait for it to pass, because that is the SAX down there. And this game does a very good job of emphasizing the fact that without all of her power, Samus is extremely vulnerable. And, this thing will wreck you. So if you see it, just run, because you can't fight it. So it's kind of like a role reversal, because at this point now, you are the Metroid, and you're being hunted by a fully powered clone of Samus. Yeah, the Varia suit is in this. Although because of how Samus's suit is now, because she doesn't have the actual armor pieces for it, it's all going to look very different. So yeah, the fusion suit, it's a little weird to explain what it is. It's kind of just like it's the part of her suit that kind of integrates the systems for her armor into like with her body. It's hard to explain. It's like the inner layering, but not the Zero suit. Think of it kind of like a pilot's flight suit, the flight suit that they wear that helps them kind of interface with their jet. Okay, we got little blue worms down here. Hopefully this thing drops a red X parasite. And it did, awesome, because sometimes it doesn't drop a red X parasite, but they come in very handy since they restore a large amount of both your energy and your missiles. Yes, there is a Varia suit, it's not going to look like the Varia suit that we're used to, like with the big shoulders. It's more like you regain the Varia functionality. This is pretty much her power suit without the outside metal shell. That's what this is. They removed the outside metal shell of her power suit. So it's still the power suit, it's just no longer armored. It's not like metal. Oh no! Get up there! Thank you. What are the different X parasites? You have yellow ones. First of all, I just want to let you know that every enemy in this game is a creature that has been infected by the X parasite. So not the creature itself, but the X parasite mimicking it. But as far as the free-floating X-parasites that pop out of these enemies once destroyed, there's the yellow ones that restore energy or health. There's the green ones that restore ammunition. And then there's the red ones, which restore a large portion of both. Crap. Ugh, come on. There we go. See, this red X parasite right here. So I just got like a large amount of energy and health back. And then, of course, you have these core X's, which are holding all of your power-up items. And it took the form of a giant purple alien condom monster called Zazabi. Or Zazabix, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it both ways. So yeah, you just want to wait for the giant condom to float above you, and then you shoot up inside of it. No, no! Oh! Oh, and the condom broke. We're pregnant now. So yeah, just like when we defeated Arachnus, it pops out into the Corex, and you can only shoot it with missiles. If you don't have any missiles, you can just shoot it with your beam, and it drops X parasites, and wait for it to drop a green one, and then you can refill your ammo. So in this, we pretty much got the high jump boot. So now we can do the high jump, and also integrated with that functionality is the jump ball, or the spring ball. We can now jump in morph ball mode. In Super Metroid, that was a separate item called the spring ball. Oh. And, ooh, this place has been trashed. But we got this off-colored tile set suggesting that there's a secret passage. And we could bomb to go down there if we wanted to right now, but we really don't want to, because if that thing sees us, we are dead. Yeah, the spring ball was completely optional in Super Metroid, though. You didn't actually need to get it. Oh, looks like there's some cocoons hatching around here. That can't be good. Oh, by the way, the fusion suit. If you, once you beat this game, you could actually, and I'm talking about the GameCube version of Metroid Prime here, but, once you beat Metroid Fusion, if you have a Game Boy Advance to GameCube link cable, you can actually link this game to the GameCube version of Metroid Prime and unlock the ability to... No, I don't want to go in here quite yet. You can actually unlock the ability to play Metroid Prime in the Fusion suit. In the Metroid Prime Trilogy version on the Wii, you can get the Fusion suit simply by beating Metroid Prime. I'm gonna need some more water here soon. Okay, but got a few new power-ups. Let's find our next objective. Samus, we've got trouble. Releasing the security lock may have been a bad idea. The SAX has invaded the water environment in Sector 4, with several thousand X. With the blue hatches active, the SAX slipped in easily. The creatures and systems in Sector 4 are already showing multiple irregularities I'm currently investigating. I'll brief you in the navigation room when you arrive. Now, head for Sector 4. See, look at that, look at that. So, Samus can jump that high, fine, she can jump her own body height, but what about the ordinary scientists? How do they get up to that elevator? Do they just kind of crawl their asses up, do a pull-up? The SAX, an enemy with my strongest abilities, but does it have reason? Probably not. It's just a killing machine. In my current state, I can't face it head on. The SAX is me, only heartless. I must stop it before it learns its potential and threatens the universe. You didn't know what, Zeo Kim? Oh, let's go down here. What did you not know? Oh, the Game Boy, yeah. If you have that cable, and you've beaten Metroid Fusion, you'll be able to play, you'll be able to link it to Metroid Prime and play with the Fusion suit. In fact, I don't even know if you have to beat it. No, this is the main game. We're in the nitty-gritty. There is no intro stage. You're talking about like with the Ceres space colony in Super Metroid? No, we're in the game. This sector has taken more damage than expected. I knew the X were powerful and destructive, but still, this seems to be purposeful. Purposeful? Why not say intentional? Is purposeful a word? We certainly can't rule out the possibility that the SAX has a high degree of intelligence. I find the X fascinating, especially this SAX. But I digress. This sector is home to a very large creature the researchers called Ceres. It is capable of moving and attacking at ultra-high speed. The more senseless and widespread destruction here may be attributable to Ceres. No doubt the SAX released it, but I can't be sure why yet. Ceres has returned often to the breeding tank here. Its natural behavior must be to go back to it periodically. It's a valuable specimen, but you have been authorized to terminate it. If you don't, it may invade other sectors. While you're moving, be careful. Some broken power nodes have electrified the water, but we can't cut the power. Doing so would affect the whole station adversely. If you touch the water, you'll be electrocuted. Conserve energy as you go. There is no tutorial. There is no tutorial. They just drop you in this game. I guess the closest you come is your very first little mission to get your morph ball back, maybe. Yeah, I find the best way to jump from platform to platform here is to just charge up your charge beam and use the pseudo screw attack. Hey, what's up, Jake? You weren't here earlier when I used the word docking in context to the game because we were docking with a space colony. But welcome, Jake. You probably already knew that I was going to end up playing Metroid Fusion at some point. You probably just walked in and we were like, of course he is. Would you, there we go. All right. And we came all this way just for an energy tank. I have nipples too. I have nipples. What is it? I have nipples, Docker. Can you milk me? That's a save point right there. I mean, you can see it on the map. So, you probably noticed the X-Parasites are capable of doing this weird thing where if you kill one of them, they'll fly into another. The X-Parasite will take the information that it got from the creature it was infecting and go into another creature, and it will make an amalgamate. It'll make like a combination of both of those creatures, and you know, it becomes more powerful. You'll see that later on when there's like a combination of space pirates and fish. He only dislikes role-playing with Undertale. I don't have Sonic R, so unfortunately I cannot. They might. They might have chips. All right. Got a boss fight coming up, so I just wanted to hit up that save room real quick. Well, that guy's boned. So, yeah, that's what happens when an X-Parasite infects somebody. It pretty much complete cellular breakdown, but unlike with Metroid predation, it actually just dissolves them down to the bone. So it's not like an ashy husk, like if it was killed by a Metroid. Come on. Ugh. Eyeball door. You suck. Alright, let's get the charge beam going. And you saw me play through AM2R, so you probably recognize this guy. This is Samus. Oh, and he's very, very quick. So I'm still kind of oh god. So yeah, when you hit this thing, it starts to shine sparks. So you probably already know what ability that we're going to get from Samus once defeated. Sometimes I can like 2 or 3 shot this guy. Sometimes he just doesn't want to die very easily though. So I still kind of wonder because we did run into Samus in AM2R. But, you know, that game's not official, so we still don't have a definitive answer on whether or not Samus was actually native to SR388. There we go. Also, you've probably noticed that when it comes to enemy roars and screams and shouts, this game is really loud. Those of you who've played this game on a Game Boy Advance and have fought Ridley know that there's times where you think that you're your little Game Boy Advance speaker is going to get blown out. Yeah, AM2R is another Metroid 2 remake. It's exactly what it sounds like. It's a remake of Metroid 2, but it's not an official remake, in spite of the fact that, to the untrained eye... To the untrained eye, it looks very professional, and if I didn't know any better, I would tell you that it was an official remake of Metroid 2. But if you want to check that out, I did stream it. Twice, in fact. Because I did a 100% run, and then I honed my skills at it, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I want to go for 100% in under 2 hours in order to get the best ending. Something that I'm going to try to do here, though no promises. Because I'm not focusing entirely on the game here. Will I be doing Zero Mission? Yes, probably not immediately following this. Prime Pinball, I don't have that. And Prime Hunters, I'll think about it, because I'm really not a fan of Prime Hunters. If I do Prime Hunters, it will be on the Wii U Virtual Console, since I don't have a means by which to capture footage from a 3DS. Or a DS, for that matter. So it would have to be from the Wii U Virtual Console, which maybe the bigger screen on the gamepad would make it a little more comfortable to play, because my issue with Prime Hunters isn't that it's a bad game. It's actually a very good game. It's just that stylus controls have never really been my thing, and prolonged play sessions with that game usually always result in my wrists hurting. Alright, yeah, we needed the speed booster to get through there so we could lower the water level. Because it's electrified, you see, and we don't want to touch it. What's on eBay for $2? AM2R? No, AM2R is free if you can find it. Because Nintendo put the kibosh on that project, even though there was really no point in doing that because the game was finished. Oh, no, you dick! Oh. Alright, you're not cooperating with me and you're pissing me off, so I'm just gonna do it the slow way. I wanted to jump up there and then speed boost, but it wasn't doing the thing that I wanted it to do. And we'll go down in there later. And yes, I do see the... Oh, wait, no, we're going through here right now. I do see the item on the map. We'll get it later. Okay, so every once in a while we'll run into rooms that are sealed and we have to kill a few enemies without grabbing the X parasite that comes out of it, because it'll eventually infect something else and become a gold enemy, and then we'll be able to open the door by destroying that. Alright, Saris is taken out. We got a new power-up. Next objective. So Saris has been infected by the X2. Well, as a result, you recovered another ability. At this rate, you may be able to face the SAX yet, but that's still a ways off. HQ has more support data. This time, it's missile upgrade data. You desperately need this, but the data room here is sealed with a level 4 lock, the highest security level. Let's avoid opening sensitive areas unless it's necessary. Also, the route to the data room in Sector 2 is blocked by still more SAX activity. I note deliberate activity pattern as if it is blocking a recovery intentionally. Samus, it looks like your best option for this download is in Sector 3. You will find the PYR data room on your map after using the navigation room there. Now head for Sector 3. You gonna make some food, Jake? Alright. I need to get some water. I finished off that bottle of water fast. All right, on to Sector 3. And PYR, that's Pyre, so you know that it's going to be a hot area, and we don't have the various suit yet. I like going down elevators when I'm shine sparking. It kind of reminds me of hitting a flagpole in Super Mario Brothers when you still have the star and you're sliding down while still flashing. I don't know why that amuses me, it just does. Thankfully, the X have not invaded this area yet. The data room here is sealed by another security hatch. In order to download, you must find the security room here and activate level 2 hatches. This may allow the SA-X and X parasites into the area, but we are left with no choice. Your recovery is our main goal. The data room is here. As I explained, security rooms can't be shown on the map. Be careful, Samus. You will see very violent organisms here. And avoid the ultra-heated areas. Your suit can't take such high temperatures yet, but we're working on it. Level 2 hatches are green. Release the lock and proceed to the data room for download. Super missile data is ready. Your firepower will triple. First, activate green hatches, then go to the data room. There are no ultra-heated areas on this route, so turn back if you enter one. You mean you're not going to make me go through an entire area, with an entire hot area without the various suit? You're not going to wait until the end and then say, you can have the various suit now. That was stupid. Yeah, those were speed booster blocks right there, so we needed a shine spark to take them out. Or go into that new passage. There's a hidden missile expansion right down here. All right, let's head inside. What do you mean, what the hell? What did I just do? I just did the Shine Spark. It's where you build up speed with the speed booster, and then you press down in order to store it, and then you can jump and press in a certain direction in order to release it. Yeah, but that's the Shine Spark. That was introduced in Super Metroid. Alright, and I want to go up, because there are very hot areas if we head down, so yeah, we don't want to go there quite yet, because we don't have the various suit yet, so we're still vulnerable to extreme temperatures. You've never seen the Shine Spark before? Yeah, I did it a lot in my playthroughs of AM2R and Super Metroid. So, yeah, these guys are armored, these little hopping robots right here. Or, I don't know, I don't think they're robots, even though they kind of remind me of robots, because when they jump, they have like little fire thrusters. But they're armored, so you gotta take them out with missiles. Alright, and that's super missile data right there. And in this game, missiles, much like beams, stack. So if you notice, we don't have a separate counter for missiles and super missiles. Our regular missiles just became super. So we don't have to worry about collecting different types of ammo or toggling between the different types of ammo. You didn't finish Super Metroid? Yeah, I streamed that exactly a week ago. So if you need a walkthrough, it's there, because it was a 100% run in under 2 hours, so you could use it as a walkthrough for that. I have 95 super missiles, yes. Because missiles just stack. Oh, no, let's go this way first. because we need to trigger an event. And there we go. Sounds like big clumpy foot stomps. And this guy is the box robot. It's kind of a pain in the ass. There we go. You. Come on, dick noodle. There we go. Step to the side when he's about to throw a bomb like that. And, of course, it hits me. Yeah, he has a... Oh, God. This asshole has a very erratic pattern. And guess what? We get to fight him twice in this game. There we go. And he's going to run away for right now. But if you look inside of him, you can see that he has a brain. What is it with the Galactic Federation putting literal brains inside of machines? Because it's never gone wrong for them at any point in history. And mind you, this is after the whole deal with Mother Brain and the Aurora units and MB. So it's not like they've never had any kind of organic AI backfire on them before. It's happened several times. Is there lag? I don't know if it's on my end or your end. I don't see any lag on this end. Oh. Oh yeah, Mother Brain is long dead. She was destroyed in Super Metroid. Because Super Metroid was Metroid 3. This is Metroid 4. And they actually say that at the very beginning of the game, like Metroid 4, Metroid Fusion. I'm pretty sure I have my syncing up. I see that you encountered a rogue security robot. You may destroy it if you meet it again. Your safety is vital. But as to your brief, level 2 security locks are released, so sectors 5 and 6 are open. That means those sectors have likely been infiltrated by X. They are much harder to stop than we initially suspected. Sector 5 is sub-zero. You're still susceptible to cold from the vaccine side effects, so you'll take damage if you even set foot inside there. Avoid Sector 5 for now, but in the meantime, HQ is working on data to adjust your suit for extreme temperatures. Once we have the transmission, you can download it. But the X have destroyed all the data rooms you have used so far. I no longer doubt their capacity for critical thought. You'll have to use the data room in the night habitat, Sector 6. Go to Sector 6 and access the navigation room there. Tread lightly, Samus. You're the only one who can do this, and the X may be much more dangerous than we know. So yeah, if we were to go back to different data rooms that we've already used, you'll see that they are destroyed. So we're limited to where we could download data now. Uh-oh. Does Samus suspect anything? No, I do not think so. Good. Monitor her closely. Affirmative. Out. So yeah, we know that there's a kind of shady business going on in the Galactic Federation. Oh, that'll be revealed. We never find out exactly who that is, but you know, some people think that it was like that that colonel at the end of Other M. The various suit data here is here from HQ, ready to download. Get moving to the data room, but there's a problem. X from the Sub-Zero sector, from the Sub-Zero sector ARC or ARC are in Sector 6, and they've been changed by the cold. If you absorb one, you'll be frozen from within. This seems like a deliberate tactic. Once you download the various suit modification, you'll be out of danger. Just be extremely careful until then. The NOC data room is here. Remember to avoid the blue X. Use your beam to stun them in order to get by. Be careful. They are now they are hunting you actively now, Samus. And this area is very dark. Proceed with extreme caution. I'm sure it would be dark if you were playing on an actual Game Boy Advance. Because that's what this game was originally meant for. If you're playing on a bright screen or capturing the footage directly, probably not. So yeah, you have those purple membranes right here. You need super missiles in order to take them out. Very well hidden secrets around here. I'm not exactly sure how you're supposed to know where all these are. I guess just kind of bomb everything and explore, because you don't get anything like an X-ray visor in this game. Okay, so X-parasites, we can't absorb those right now because, as you can see, they are blue and sparkly and cold, and we don't want to touch them or else we'll be frozen because we are part Metroid now and weak to cold. Okay, don't shoot the bottom block. There's a blue X-parasite in it. Yeah, there's no X-ray visor in this game, so I don't know how you're supposed to really know where to find all of those. But keep on moving. You should have an easy time avoiding these guys. Yeah, like, you're gonna just have to bomb everything. I don't know. I mean, maybe there is a way to tell. Hello. So we just need to wait for her to run away. Or not, because this is faster. It's faster to just do this. Bye. I just shoot her and I just run away and do the whole thing like Zoidberg. Ooh. Yeah. I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that one if you want to get down here. You kind of just have to take the hit. Would you get out of the way, please? Jesus. Once again, we're going to have to take another hit here because I don't know how you're supposed to avoid that. Here, you just want to jump and shoot. Because if you shoot any lower than that, more X-parasites will come out. You know, these enemies for the longest time, those little floaty fly eye things, reminded me of something else. And for the longest time, it took me a while to figure out what it was. But they kind of remind me of those, like, eyeball creatures you fight in the Ocean Palace in Chrono Trigger. As you can see right there, though, we have another data room completely destroyed. So we're actually going to have to fight this guy in order to get what he stole. Because they can download data organically. Oh, well, charge beam, Mike, charge beam, what are you doing? Come on. No, 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 come on. There we go. Now I want to use missiles. But yeah, these guys can convert data into something organic. Which, now that I think about it, kind of answers the question that I had during my Prime 3 playthrough. How is it exactly that the Aurora units were infected with a computer virus, you know, made out of Phazon? I mean, I guess I guess if something that's digital can be transferred into something organic, then something that's organic can be like Phazon can be transferred into something digital. You have returned, Dark Jake. All right, so there we go. We have the various suit, and it makes me want to. It looks like a puddle of vomit. It's awful. It's just this really like yellow. It doesn't look good, but I guess it's kind of going for an effect where it makes her look like a thermal image. But we're protected against extreme temperatures now, and as you can see, try as they might, those blue X parasites can no longer freeze us. We absorb them like we do every other X parasite. But come on! I just want to grab the damn thing. Get out of my damn way. But in a nice little bit of visual storytelling, check this out. Now that they know that they're no threat, yeah, they're running away from me now. Before, they just beelined towards me because they knew they could hurt me, and they didn't know I had the various suit before. So my first encounter with them, after getting the various suit, they came at me like it was just any other day. But now that they've learned, now they run. So the little jumpy thing you do with the various suit that turns you into some sort of fireball, is that the screw attack? The screw attack is like it's where like a field of energy surrounds you when you're spin jumping and destroys anything that comes in contact with it. I will get that ability later on. Everyone can convert data into an organic material? Are you talking about in real life? Can we do that? Ugh, I hate those enemies right there because when you shoot them, they shoot out puffs of gas. No, but I'm talking about like, you know, like actually like downloading data for a suit and then like it just becomes part of your anatomy. It's weird. I don't know why I'm questioning it. It's sci-fi. Did the various suit in Super Metroid come with the screw? No, the various suit did not come with the screw attack. It's a completely separate item ever since Metroid 1. How did that X download the various suit data? Right? This doesn't seem to make any sense at all, unless the X had the ability to process data organically. Yeah, that sounds like some nice bullshit I just made up. At any rate, you have the various suit data. You will now be protected from extreme temperatures. More importantly, the SAX will no longer be able to freeze you, so you can escape easier. But you're still too weak. That thing is too much for you. You currently have no way of damaging it. But my simulations indicate that a penetrating weapon like the plasma beam might work. Developing modification data will take HQ some time, though. There's also a chance that you may be able to. There's also a chance that you will be able. English, Mike. There's also a chance that you may be able to restore your plasma beam by absorbing a large core X as you did with the charge beam function. As for restoring ice beam functionality, I doubt it. Your current cellular makeup would reject that addition. Therefore, HQ has developed an ice missile upgrade. This will add a freezing effect to your missiles. It will help. Go to Sector 5 for the download. Yeah. Now, get moving. Okay. Boink. I need water. I'll be right back. Make sure no one steals my seat. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I need it! Alright, thanks for waiting. Yeah, I get thirsty really easily. It's probably from all the talking, though there is the marginal possibility that I have stage 1 diabetes. Will I be doing any Metal Gear Solid games in the near future? If I do Metal Gear Solid, it might be for a Let's Play, not a stream, because... well, I don't know. I'd have to do a few test playthroughs to see. I mean, if there's not a lot that I have to edit out, you know, kind of like with an RPG, like, I would definitely do an RPG as a Let's Play. Like if I do Tales of Symphonia, it'll be a Let's Play so I can edit out random battles and stuff. You need to download data for the ice missile upgrade, but as you might expect, the data room here is secured. Level 3 security hatches are yellow. Release the security lock and download data as usual, and experiment with those new missiles. They will be helpful. You know what to do. Go to it. I don't have any of the Streets of Rage games, which I used to play them when I was a kid. So yeah, this area, if we came here without the Varia suit, we would be in a lot of pain, because it is cold. And Metroids can't survive cold, which kind of begs the question, what the hell is that Hunter Metroid doing in the Phendrana Drifts in Metroid Prime 1? I can't get over that. It doesn't belong there. How is it surviving there? And why did they only add it in the trilogy version? Because it's not in the GameCube version. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, in Metroid Prime Trilogy, or at least the Metroid Prime Trilogy version of Prime 1, when you first enter a certain area in the Phendrana Drifts, you're greeted by a Hunter Metroid, which makes no sense. Phendrana Drifts is a cold area. How is a Metroid even surviving there? So is Samus's computer controlling the space station or something, or is it just connected as an observer and advisor? Kind of, sort of. It can manipulate certain things, like it can open and close doors. You know, as we'll see later on. But other than that, yeah, it's mostly just an observer. Alright, yellow doors. So now we can go and get that ice missile data. And once again, once we get them, it'll stack just like it did with the super missiles. So then we'll have super ice missiles, and it'll still only count as one type of ammo. Ice missiles is something that we would see later on in Metroid Prime 3. Although I can't really understand the logic of making them ice missiles instead of just giving her the ice beam. Get in there. Emulator for Sega Genesis games. I know you don't like them, but maybe... I have Kega Fusion. I'm not above using an emulator. In fact, with really old school games, I tend to use emulators because you get higher quality footage from them, because a lot of modern capture devices can't capture really good footage from older consoles. But okay, so we got the ice missiles now, and we're going to freeze this guy right here and use him as a step so we can get a new item. Or nothing new. Well, it'll be an expansion. Oh, X-Parasite mimicking energy tank. That's not nice. But we do have the real one right here. I don't have Deus Ex Mankind Divided. I don't have it. I would love to get it eventually, but as of right now, I just don't have it. Hold on, guys. Okay, sorry about that, guys. My wife needed to say something. Nothing important. She just wants me to clean the bathroom. We have visitors later. Yeah, they can mimic inorganic objects or take over the organic components of mechanical objects, kind of like with the box robot. But they can transfer data organically. Oh yeah, we want to let him float into that. There we go, and now we have a little extra platform to gain some speed. But yeah, I would love to get Deus Ex Mankind Divided. It's just not right now. Especially since there's DLC coming out, and I want to be able to have access to all the DLC when I eventually do get around to playing it. Hope I'm not... no, I'm not missing... Okay. Afraid I might be missing something. Oh, that's foreshadowing. Yeah, but you're not in my house, you know, with the possibility of using my toilet. Which I should probably make my sons clean it, because it's not me that pisses all over it, god damn it. Any of you who are parents and raise boys, they do that. They're not the greatest of marksmen.
Emergency in Sector 3.
I think there's an emergency in Sector 3.
Emergency in Sector 3.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, let's save. Because we have a bit of a timed event coming up here, even though they're pretty generous with the time limit. Emergency in Sector 3. See, I was right. The area could melt down soon. It seems the main boiler's cooling unit is malfunctioning. This could easily destroy the entire research station, as it would likely trigger the auto-destruct explosives. We have about 6 minutes. Hurry to Sector 3 and access the control room to the side of the main boiler room. Most of the systems in PYR are down because of this. Again, we know who to blame. The SAX must have hacked into the system control file. What impressive intelligence. There's little time. Hurry to the control room in Sector 3. Yeah, they pee all over the place. I yelled at them one day because, alright, I can understand splashback and getting a little on and around the rim of the toilet and around the seat and things like that. But how in the name of Zeus's butthole do you piss on the tank? They pissed one of them. I don't know who it was, because when you have more than one kid, you don't know who to blame for shit. So you just got to yell at all of them. How do you piss on the tank? I don't think I've ever done that. And I'm a guy. I understand splashback, but what the actual hell? So, yeah, we have 6 minutes to get to the main boiler room. That is a very generous amount of time, so hurry, but don't worry about rushing too much. Ah, you dick. Ah, I'm hitting like everything. Will I hit it? Okay. This is unusual for a Metroid game. You get the whole map when you enter an area. Yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, they do that, don't they? But you don't get hidden passages. That's the thing. If you look at the map, you'll see some green areas. They don't initially show up on the map. They're considered hidden. How do people... What? Oh, yeah, public bathrooms are a nightmare. I think people do it on purpose, though. Like, you'll go into a public bathroom and there's shit smeared on the walls. It's like fucking humans, man. That's a collapsible platform right there in the center, so if you jump on it, you're gonna fall into the lava. Yeah, and of course this thing would give me a hard time. Fortunately, you know, because of after you get the super missiles, those things go down in one shot as opposed to 3. Oh, look, it's a humans person. I'm going to shoot him anyway because obviously he's bad. I don't know how Samus knows that. So, yeah, this Corex has a beam weapon that it's able to fire at us. Just like with the charge beam, you gotta wait for it to open up its eye to shoot the beam, and then you shoot it and then dodge the attack. And from that, we get the wide beam. That would be the way to do it. Don't use the Gen Pop bathrooms. Every morning, someone shit on the walls. Jesus Christ. I'd have been watching the security cameras to see who's going in and out of there to try to catch the culprit. Hey, Infernal Potato, welcome back. You know what? I don't think I've ever taken a dump in school. Like, ever. I've peed in school, never took a dump. But yeah, the wide beam, I think it may be a little bit stronger, but outside of that, it's just a wider arc there. Ah, crap. And I should have just gone for it. You're still, yeah, you're young, GIG. Just let me know when you're all grown up and you'll get a wrench, because right now you don't fill my criteria for must be an adult to moderate in my chat. Ah! And I think I want to go all the way up. Yeah. You. Stop it, penis dragon lizard monsters. I'm pretty sure I saw a fucked up hentai where those things were dicks. Why would you shit on the wall? For the same reason you'd shit on the floor? To get swifty? Anybody gets the Rick and Morty reference? Yeah, penis dragon lizard monster. I remember this, I don't remember the name of it, but I once saw this hentai where there were these pig monsters, and their dick heads were pig heads. It was weird. Like the ends of their dicks had a pig face. Weird. Playing Metroid Fusion, I don't know why we're having this kind of discussion. Hello, telephone. Nope, not answering that. I do not want to, I know who it is, and I do not want to subscribe to the local newspaper. I have the internet. I don't know how we got, because I have a sick, weird mind. And I saw an enemy in a game that reminded me of a monster dick. I don't know. The X mimicked a crew member. It all makes sense now. The X can absorb the memories and knowledge of their prey. What an astounding find. HQ was very impressed. But don't you find it strange? This could have destroyed the station with the X in it. Not to mention the SAX. Unusual for a self-preserving species like the X. Unless your presence is an even greater threat. A threat to the existence of X elsewhere. This is only a hypothesis. Perhaps their survival instinct is in conflict with their newly borrowed intelligence. Don't let your guard down yet. The X are still a threat. Samus, I see biosigns on the habitation deck. Survivors? The infected crewmen you saw had survived until recently. Maybe there's a chance. The signs emanate from here. I have just restored power to the main elevator. Use it to return and look for any survivors. Alright, so yeah, the X can mimic pretty much anything and take on the thoughts and memories and knowledge of what it absorbs. So, if that's what the Chozo were trying to prevent when they created the Metroids, is they wanted to prevent humans specifically from, or any other intelligent spacefaring race, from landing on SR-388 and getting infected with the X parasite. Well, I mean, there have been theories that a certain kind of, like, mimetic memory is inside of our DNA, which would explain certain people experiencing past lives or the memories of ancestors. Because that is kind of a phenomenon that has occurred. Because our memories and everything are just, they're data inside of our brains. They're a form of energy, and energy doesn't, energy can't be destroyed. So after we die, where does it go? Oh, hello, old friends. I know you. We saw those guys in Super Metroid. And yes, for those of you who weren't here for my Super Metroid playthrough, I did rescue them, so I made this game canon. Oh god. Well, I guess. Penis Dragon Lizard Monster. So yeah, you remember these guys, the Edecoons and the Decora, or Decoras now, because this one had a baby. Yes, these are the exact same ones that we rescued at the end of Super Metroid. And those of you who've watched MatPat's latest game theory are probably under the impression that these things are X-parasites, or infected by X-parasites. But there's one line that we'll see later on in this game that completely blows that entire video away. There's one minor detail he overlooked, and it just debunks everything. Edecoons and Decoras. I've met these intelligent beings before. They seem to recognize me as well. How unusual to meet them here, to meet again here. In the past, they've helped me unleash abilities I didn't know I had. But where do they run to? I hope they're safe. So yeah, the Edecoons taught you how to wall jump, and the Decora taught you how to shine spark. So they were helpful little friends. That suit is kind of 80s color. Oh, you're talking about the... I don't like the Varia suit in this game. It's just this very garish yellow color, and it's gross, but I guess it's kind of trying to make her look like a thermal image. So the survivors were not human. Most unfortunate. We can now confirm the deaths of all crew members. I imagine this was the case, but I had hoped it wasn't so. I believe the X only infected the humans for knowledge. That form is too weak for battle. We're all a bunch of squishy little bitches with no claws. I am sure the others were merely food for the X. Samus, I think they are evolving, growing stronger. Some are now appearing that resist your current weapons. HQ anticipated this and sent power bomb data as soon as the hardware team finished it. Download it immediately. Our choice of data rooms is limited to this one in Sector 5. Go, now. Alright, back to Sector 5 then for power bomb data. Running, 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 and boom! Nice to see Nightbot is working, though. For some reason, yeah, during my last stream, I couldn't get Nightbot to work, and then I went to the Nightbot site and found out that it was unpaired from my YouTube channel. I don't know how that happened. Oh yeah, I've beaten this game before. Beaten it quite a few times. You've been to this data room before, but I'll show you its position again. Because, you know, it's Nintendo and we gotta hold your hand. I wonder if I should have saved there. I'll be fine. Hopefully. Hopefully. Maybe. We'll see. Is it now? Might want to get that checked out by a doctor. I don't think nipples are supposed to twitch. Okay. Maybe it's a nerve thing? Are you playing with it? Alright, power bomb data. And I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of the power bombs in this game. Oh, you know what? As long as I'm here... Oh, I almost forgot something. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot something. Let's go ahead and destroy this guy right here. I'm glad I came back. Okay, let's, freeze him. Up on top. There we go. Oh, it makes me wonder how many other things I might have forgotten, so I need to pay more attention. Wait for it, and that should be good. Almost forgot that. That would have sucked. I don't think that's you, is it, Zeo Kim? Or does that say, Kyo Kim? Damn my font. Okay, so the power bombs. They don't sound like bombs in this. They sound like cappuccino machines. Okay, come in here and just run. Just keep going. Keep going. Because you can probably hear the SAX right behind me, so just keep on moving, and it won't get you. Don't give it a chance to show up on screen. Okay, you subbed to me on regular YouTube then. I thought you already were. So, yeah. I usually get that thing during my first trip to that area. But... See, now I'm nervous because I knew I would get a little sidetracked because I'm not focusing entirely on the game. I'm also chatting with you guys, so I'm wondering, did I miss anything else? Okay, Jake, is that you? Is everybody subbing to me on regular YouTube now? I didn't know I got separate notifications for that. Yeah, it doesn't really count you guys as new subscribers, though, because I'm looking at the counter. Oh, you. Would you guys just die and stop teleporting to different places? Thank you. No, we're not beginning to wrap up. I don't even know if we're halfway through the game. Well, we might be about halfway. But yeah. You're saying because we have power bombs, and power bombs are usually the item that you get when you're about to wrap things up? Because we still don't have the screw tack. We still don't have the gravity suit. Still a few things that we need to get. Oh, God. Okay. I need to concentrate here because those are collapsible platforms underneath these little beetle guys. And you don't have much room to really wiggle around in here. So I hate going after this expansion. It's a pain. There we go. Fortunately, I got it my first try. Echo? What echo? There shouldn't be an echo. Are you talking about from here? I don't think there's an echo. No, I have the stream turned down on my end, so I'm probably not... I'm not getting an echo. Oh, don't do that. You're just sucking up your own bandwidth. Yeah, spoiler alert, that big shadowy creature that we see back there, we're gonna fight it eventually. Like, now I'm listening to you in stereo. Ah. See, now I'm nervous. Now I'm hoping I didn't miss anything else. Because I'm fortunate that I miraculously remembered that missile expansion. And I'm out of water again. Samus, return to your ship. I have important information. Okay, then. He couldn't tell me right there. Yeah? Okay, well, if he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. We'll probably pop in here at Metroid again. So, it's an easy objective. Just go to the ship. Surely nothing will go wrong, like the elevator breaking down or some stupid thing like that. Of course it does. So... old school enemy right there. Gamer. It's armored. So, oh, hello. Hello. And goodbye. So that explains where they got space pirates, because they must have snatched up Ridley from the bottle ship after he died in Metroid Other M. So if you remember at the end of Metroid Other M, Ridley got killed by the Queen Metroid, and when Samus finally got to him, there was nothing but a dried up husk. And then when you go back to that area, it's gone. So the Federation actually took it, and this is where they took it too. Also, these enemies right up here, those are, I'm pausing right now because I want to explain it without wasting, well, you know what? No, I'll just go. Those are Genesis. When I fought that thing, when I fought a Genesis in AM2R, I mistakenly said that it made no other appearance in the Metroid series, and then I didn't know where it was. I completely forgot that they're in Metroid Fusion. There you go. Docking bays, Jake. We're in the docking bays. Just want to blow that up real quick. There we go. Save a little bit of time. They cloned him, Jake. They cloned him because Samus's power suit was like covered in her enemy's goop, including Ridley's and space pirates and some of the baby Metroid. So after she got back from Zebes, one of the scientists were like, we gave your suit a little bit of a cleaning. They scraped the DNA goo off of her power suit, and they accidentally cloned Ridley in the Space Pirates. So, either play Other M or watch my playthrough of Other M, and that'll fill you in. The main silo of the reactor core has gone offline. That's why all elevators and station systems are down. Elevators and hatches won't work. This doesn't bode well. If you can get to this point, you may be able to start the auxiliary power system. We can then figure out why the main silo went offline. By the way, I asked you to return here to tell you some strange creatures have boarded your ship. I confirmed that they were not X-hosts and gave them birth. They're not X-hosts. Confirmed. Eat it, MatPat. Do you know anything about these strange creatures? Were they the source of the healthy biosigns earlier? Very well. Their presence in the midst of this disaster must have some significance. I will keep them here. So, there you go. MatPat's entire theory about them being X-hosts? No, because it outright says that they're not. Alright, so now we have to get down to the reactor and get it powered back on so we can use elevators and save points and navigation rooms again. Hey, young Kratos, or Kratos, I don't know how you pronounce it because I've heard two different ways, one from God of War, one from Tales of Symphonia. Oh. Multi-streaming? Yes, we do eventually fight SAX. But we are currently not powerful enough. Okay, another boss time here. Oh god, I can't remember this enemy's name. It's a spider boss. Come on, Flames, go down so I can hide in the damn corner! Oh, you dick! Yeah, I swear to Christ, it's unavoidable to get grabbed by that thing because you want to go into the morph ball in the corner in order to protect yourself from getting grabbed, but when it first comes down, it puts fire in both corners so you can't hide there. Come on. No, 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 no. Now? There we go. All right. Come on. we go. Some of this music doesn't feel very Metroid-y. Like something you dance to at a rave. Wish I had glow sticks right now. Yakuza, that's its name, thank you. It's like right on the tip of my tongue. I knew it was like a familiar sounding word. Anyway, for defeating Yakuza, we get the space jump. Kratos, okay. So, like God of War Kratos, not Tales of Symphonia Kratos. Save rooms and recharge rooms are now back online, but with only auxiliary power, no elevators or hatches will work. Without the main silo online, we're still stuck. I believe the source of the problem is the vegetation you saw earlier choking the reactor core components. We'll have to find the source of those roots to proceed. Okay, so we gotta go destroy some plant life. Yeah, it's weird. It's named after the Japanese mob, and it's a spider. Can somebody Google the meaning of the word Yakuza? See if it has something to do with spiders? Now that I think about it. I think a lot of Yakuza guys have spider tattoos. Maybe. Maybe I'm just talking out of my ass. Yeah, in spite of the fact that I spent 18 months in Japan when I was in the Marine Corps, go figure, I didn't interact much with the local mafia. Yeah, look out for those Wasp guys, Wasp B guys or whatever that are floating around. They do 2 tanks of damage to us right now. Okay, here we go, here we go. Get these missiles ready, because we got a bit of a run from the SAX here. Eat it! Yeah, we got the ice missile, so... Come on, set a power bomb. There we go. Blow up, bitch, blow up. Okay, run, 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 run. Oh, God. Okay, run, 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 run. Running, running. Go, 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 go. And no, go, 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 go. Get down in the little hole. Thank you. Bye. That was... Really? Huh. Odd. Shut up, phone. Oh, God. Why does everybody want to call me today? My phone can't pronounce names right. I don't know who the hell that is. I'm not answering it. Yes, I ignore it when I don't know who it is. Oh, you know what? Oh, it's a message from my mother-in-law. My in-laws aren't even here right now. So yeah, that power bomb takes out all the enemies up here. Otherwise, they swarm you. But now we have a bunch of X-parasites that we can absorb. But yeah, that encounter with the SAX is one of the rougher ones. Because everybody loves me? What? Oh, you know what? I think maybe I want to... Yes. Let's try to build up a speed boost here. Bye! Oh, and unlike in Super Metroid, the Shine Spark doesn't hurt you in this one, so use it to your heart's content. In Super Metroid, it harmed you. For real? Thank you! Alright. This enemy right here is a bitch. One of the hardest parts is just avoiding getting knocked off by the little bits of pollen. Because if you fall down into those flowers, it's hard to jump back up because they kind of suck you in. But if you look really closely at this thing, it's a deformed Chozo statue. What a Chozo statue is doing on the BSL, I don't know. There was also a Chozo statue when we got the charge beam. And spoiler alert, because that Core X was firing a beam at us, we get another beam. We get the plasma beam this time. Wow, okay. Complicated card games. I'll stick to phase 10, thank you. Oh, no, let's go back a little bit. I'm gonna build up. Those are destructible walls, by the way, so if you start shooting at them, you're gonna break those enemies free. Going up. And getting an Excedrin. This and the Charge Beam X are the only... Yeah. Yeah, but the point is, why are there Chozo statues on the BSL? It's weird. Like, I guess they may have grabbed them from SR388. Maybe, because they were on SR388, so they probably grabbed some of the Chozo statues there. Because the Chozo did live on SR388 at one point. Oh. A resin figure of a Chozo statue? Is it in the pose? I'm still waiting for the Chozo to come back in the Metroid series. I don't know. The more I think about it, the more I think maybe they aren't going to make a Metroid 5. What? You've restored Power Beam functionality? Most unexpected, in spite of the fact that you literally just told me that I could recover it from a Core X. Even so, continue to avoid the SAX. It, too, may be stronger, and you still lack a few abilities crucial to survival. Wait a second. More trouble. Hold on. This just in. I've isolated the cause. There's been an explosion in the Arc data room. Samus, go to Sector 5. The damage is staggering. Find out what's causing it. How much does it cost? A little resin statue. You think the computer's trying to kill? Well, wait a minute. Just keep watching. Wait, no, I want to go to Sector 5. What am I doing? What's happening is I'm getting hungry, and that's affecting my ability to think. Get down there. Hey, Mark, what's going on, man? Welcome to that LP stream. The name of the game is Metroid Fusion. It's gotten worse. The damage seems to have been caused by a creature kept here by the researchers who named it the Nightmare. Apparently, it was a biomechanical organism designed for military applications. It possesses uncommon power and can manipulate gravity. We must assume that it's become an X-host. We have no choice. You must find it and defeat it. I can't confirm the location. This thing is out of control. Hurry before it destroys the entire station. So yeah, we're going to see Sector 5 banged up a little bit by this thing, but the thing that we're about to face, the Nightmare, is the shadowy creature that we saw flying in the background earlier during a previous trips to Sector 5. Also, Samus should know exactly what the Nightmare is, because she fought it in Metroid Other M, which canonically takes place before this. Oh god, why did I do that? So yeah, you can see that this place is already banged up, cracked glass and whatnot. Alright, I want to build up energy for a speed boost. Alright, but don't stop there. Alright, you probably remember a red door that was in this area earlier. We couldn't get through it. Now, we don't really have to unlock level 4 security doors in order to get to it because it's been blown wide open. Now, I don't want to go through there quite yet. We'll be traveling through there around the time that we start our cleanup, because it's a shortcut to another sector. What are you saying YOLO for? Let's run through, blasting through everything. Nothing in great import right here. Let's go ahead and get our missiles ready. Have a kind of a hard missile, item to get here. Can I? Yes! No! Get... There we go. Yeah, I'd have to wait until I came back with the gravity suit to get that if I missed it before. But that's a nice trick to get it a little bit early. Why does the phone keep ringing? Walgreens. I know my prescription is full. It's for my old man pills. So, as I said earlier, there's times where X-parasites will come out of one enemy and then merge with another enemy in order to make an amalgamate of those two enemies. In this case, it's a fish merging with a space pirate in order to make a space pirate fish. Your body's halfway numb? You might want to get that checked out, dude. Not having a stroke, are you? Hey, Jam Sky, what's going on? Welcome to that LP stream. All right. There's a recharge station in that room right there. If you need to use that, I'm gonna hit up this save station. Were you laying on your side watching on mobile? Is that what happened? You ever wake up in the middle of the night and you've been sleeping with all of your body weight on one of your arms, and you wake up in the middle of the night, and it's not just asleep, it's like in a fucking coma, and you have to like roll over, and then you can't move your arm, but you want to, so you have to like grab your arm with your other arm and just flop it somewhere else. Is there that happens to me at least twice a month? All right, yeah, want to bomb up here. There's a collapsible floor in between that little path and the energy tank. So if you try to go the lower path, you're going to end up falling down here. Yeah, your arm's just like I'm not awake. All right, so this is the nightmare. It can control gravity with this gravity engine that it has as a rotating dick. thing. It's its dick. It's its dick. And, like, I defy you to say otherwise. But anyway, we just blew off its dick, and now it can no longer control gravity. Try taking that statement out of context. And now he's shooting it in its ugly ass goo face. Come on. Oh. Aw, for real? Come on. Rotate the other way. You're too high. I can't shoot you. Thank you. But yeah, just blow it in the face with super missiles until its face completely melts. There we go. My next Metroid playthrough will probably be Zero Mission. I don't know if it'll be my exact next stream. I might do some Mario Maker or Mario Kart before that. Because I think I'm overdue for some Mario Maker. I haven't streamed Mario Maker since before I started Metroid Prime 3. And there we go. For defeating the nightmare and absorbing the Core X, we now get the gravity suit, which looks better than the Varia suit, in my opinion. Still doesn't look great, but the colors aren't as offensive as that really bright yellow. My next LP, I don't know. I haven't really considered it. It's the kind of things that I decide on the fly. Hey, Ethan, what's going on, man? Welcome to that LP stream. Why do people feel bad for you, Nathaniel? Also, I saw your conversation on Discord with Zeokim about the sound, and you mentioned something about the sound only putting out 50% on Google Hangouts. First of all, why are you using Google Hangouts? I don't. Flying fuckaroo. Now I gotta redo the Shine Spark. Come on. Because I'm not paying attention. There we go, and go up. There we go, awesome. No, not you, not you. Polar Plays is also named Nathaniel. Sorry about the confusion. We got two Nathaniels in here. Whee! There we go. All right, now we're deep into Sector 4. Before we were in the place that, much below the place where we were before during our first trip here. Now we're in kind of the Meridia type area of Sector 4. Would you? This thing gives me a red parasite sometimes. There we go. People should hate your guts. Why? How much longer until we beat the shit out of the SAX? The end of the game. Which, we're getting close. We're getting close. Oh my god, stop forming into new enemies. You went from like a weird piranha fish to a seahorse, though. I don't know how that's an upgrade. Which is higher on the food chain? I don't think a seahorse is higher on the food chain than a piranha. You're a psychotic asshole? And me too. These fish were actually in Super Metroid, in Meridia, and they had this depressed look on their face like, I married the wrong woman, and now I live a life of regret. Oh, ooh, hello. And we unlock level 4 security doors with this without being authorized to do so. Are we in trouble now? Okay, so this area is full of water. I am also full of water. So I have to go unfill myself with water and then also refill myself with water because I'm thirsty. So I will be right back. Make sure no one steals my seat. Okay. You like this one better than Super Metroid? Yeah. Kind of hard to recommend which one to play first because I'd say this is a good entry point mechanically. Super Metroid is more of a Metroid fan's Metroid game, so you know if you really want to be thrown into the fray, play Super Metroid. But this game and Zero Mission do a pretty good job of easing you into the mechanics. Same thing with Metroid Prime 3. And the Prime series mechanics. I would say mechanically Prime 3 is a good starting point. But yeah, we want to let those X-parasites infect these enemy crabs here so we can turn them gold, because once we destroy the gold ones, it unlocks this sealed door. Yeah, I'm doing 100%. I'm doing 100% here. And I'm hoping to do this in under 2 hours. In-game time. I know the stream itself has gone over 2 hours, but you know you need to account for the fact that the in-game timer stops whenever you're reading like navigation room dialogue, or when you're in the middle of cutscenes, or even during room transitions, and it really adds up. Anytime you transition from room to room, like right now, right there, where it just scrolled from left to right, the timer stopped for that brief period. Yeah, I think I'm doing good. I think I'm doing all right. Okay, I get that later. All right, I know how to get that. Get away! Most of the space pirates are giant enemy crabs, at least the Zebesians with their lobster claws. Big, meaty claws. You hate this game, why? It's a great game, but I guess it's not for everybody. No game is for everybody. Alright, stand away from that thing while using your ice missile on it, because if you get too close, it inflates and blocks the entire path. right. Yeah, I want to build up a speed booster there and jump through that with a shine spark. All right. Get out of the way. I want to clear a path for a shine spark because you probably saw that power bomb expansion up there. And I don't want a bunch of enemies slowing me down. You guys have stopped speaking English, huh? Oh no, Dick Waffle, move! You know what? I don't need to absorb these guys because there's a recharge room up there and I'll be heading to it soon. I want to head down here to this data room and get this item that the computer never intended me to get. The diffusion missiles. So now with the diffusion missiles, you can hold down the R button to charge up your missile launcher, and then once you fire a missile, it spreads out the ice effect and covers a big area. Yeah, she's got a helmet. She's got a helmet. Son of an emerald whore! I think I may need to make PD mods only. I've not seen Sausage Party, but I heard it's really funny. OBS Classic couldn't work because it was blocked by the firewall. Yeah, Zeokim's right. You might want to just make an exception for your firewall. I've done it with a few things. It specifically does, specifically firewalls don't seem to like all of the files required to use a like a CLR browser expansion. You upgraded your missiles? That's unusual. Not like it's a Metroid game or anything. There was no word from HQ. A procedural error, I'm sure. Even so, I did not approve of bypassing security level 4. From now on, you will use more discretion. In any case, Samus, do you remember the security robot you faced earlier? I believe the X have infected it. That is to say, they have claimed the organic components that form its neural network, because the Federation likes to put big fucking brains inside of machines. Why do they do that? It has entered Sector 6. I don't know what it's planning, but let's not wait to find out. Samus, you know what to do. To Sector 6, quickly. So, yeah, I don't know why the Federation does that. They put big brains inside of computers, which, by the way, I have a really important question here. Where do they get big-ass brains? Do they make them? Because if they're making them, then holy shit, they can make brains. Why is nobody addressing the issue that they can actually fabricate the most complex organism? I'm thinking about it too hard. The security robot seems to have gotten much stronger. This worries me. Be careful. But we have another problem. Once you're done, leave NOC immediately. The SAX is tracking you. Don't stay longer than you must. Understood? I've not authorized it. Gay tortilla and sausage patty who loves a bagel. Oh, that's sweet, I think. I mean, we're kind of getting an interspecies there. So, like, I mean, a man can love another man and a woman can love another woman, but is it acceptable for a tortilla and a bagel to be together? Why am I thinking of this? Why is this even a question I'm asking myself? I mean, accuse me of being part of, like, the xenophobic conservative right or whatever, but, you know, bagel and a tortilla doesn't sound natural. You're just gonna have to watch and see, Nathaniel. You're just gonna have to watch and see and let the plot unravel and unfold before you. Get out of my way. All right, let's go ahead and hit up this save real quick. Also, Nathaniel, you might, or Polar Plays, sorry. I don't have authorization, but I'm going to get it. You said you used OBS Classic. Have you considered OBS Studio? Yeah, don't get in the electrified water. I forgot. Okay. Blow up. No. Okay. So yeah, it fires missiles and then you just shoot down at its center. Try to be at the correct angle to do so. And I don't know how to avoid getting hit by its damn jumps. It's just that this pattern that I lock him in where he hits me, it's the only one where I can get him to hold still long enough for me to get insignificant damage. I'm sure there's a better way. But just have enough E-tanks so you can kind of just make it a war of attrition. There we go. Alright, and of course, you can already tell we're getting another beam from this guy. There's a kid at your school who's part T-Rex. And we got the wave beam. It can fire through walls. Yeah, I got my authorization right here. I'll just hit the switch through the wall. Authorize this.
Warning, no entry without authorization. Warning, no entry without authorization.
Dark Jake 13 has this game on 3DS. That's right, because it was part of the ambassador program. I wonder how it runs. You didn't think we'd have a Metroid game without these little guys, did you? Oh, look at that. We got Larval, Alpha, Gamma, Zeta. All the guys we met on SR388. Oh, what was that? Yeah, your missile stack. Hello! It's trying to take out those missiles. Oh, you just met your natural predator, bitch. Oh, you're going down, ho. So, yeah, try not to touch the Metroids. They don't hurt you. They're going to ignore you because you're part Metroid. But if you touch them, they knock you out of your space jump. Yeah, beam stack, missile stack. I'm hoping there's a new Metroid game on Switch. Samus, you shouldn't have done that. You ignored your orders. Sit in the corner. You may have a price to pay for that quite soon. As you can see, the Federation has been secretly working on a Metroid breeding program for peaceful application only, of course. Please understand. But perhaps you already knew of this program's existence. Yeah, because of Other M. Certainly you must have had doubts when you saw Sector 1. SRX, a faithful replica of the SR-388 ecosystem, ideal for raising Alpha, Gamma, Zeta, and even Omega Metroids. This research even uncovered techniques for rapid growth. Imagine creating an Omega from a larval Metroid in days. But that research is finished. The X has smelled out its natural enemy, and one of the SAX is on its way here. One of the SAX is on its way here. One? Are you saying there is more than one SAX? Don't be so surprised, Samus. You know that the X reproduce by asexual division. Because of this mechanism, there are now no fewer than 10 SAX aboard the station. Samus, you must go. Get out. If you stay too long, the SAX will destroy you. Stop only at a navigation room to uplink to me. I don't know how HQ is going to take this, but you need to report to them immediately. Now get going. So, yeah, they were breeding Metroids, but we just blew up all of that area, so no more Metroids for them. Oh yeah, this is not a child-proof stream. If you don't like what you're hearing here, you're not tied to your computer. I didn't cuff you and force you to watch. The real Adam would have said the same thing about that incident, but he would have softened the blow. No, he wouldn't. He was relentless in his criticism, but he always cared. No, he didn't. He was not a machine obsessed with duty. No such compassion could exist in that computer. Oh, yeah, let's build up these diffusion missiles and fire away. There we go. Hidden E-tank. Okay, just because we have mature content doesn't mean you get to be, you know... Don't just fill all of your, you know, comments with swear words. Like I always said, there's a difference between mature content and maturity. In passage. There we go. Let's go ahead. Don't grab the X parasite. Let it turn into something else. And there we go. Okay, so this guy, the golden pirate. Boom, there we go. And there we go. So technically, you're only supposed to be able to hit those golden pirates from behind. But here's the thing. The game doesn't check to see if you are behind the space pirate. It checks to see whether or not you are face to face with the pirate. So if you fire a charge shot and then immediately turn around, it will register the hit because you're not looking face to face with the golden pirate. So yeah, like this. Dink, it bounces off of it, but if I fire and turn around real quick, it registers the hit. Oh. There we go. Really? I don't know why it's doing that. It's just malfunctioning. No, come on, come on, come on. I should probably just screw attack through these. I'll probably get a health upgrade from this guy. There we go. Other M is 3D. Hello. Okay, so we are now fighting Ridley X, or Neo Ridley if you want to call him that. This is an X-parasite mimicking a clone of the original Ridley, if that makes any sense. Because what pretty much happened is in Other M, they cloned Ridley. The Ridley clone was killed by the Queen Metroid. And then the Galactic Federation took Ridley's dead body and brought it here, and then the X-parasite infected the corpse. So yeah, it's weird. Like, so it's an X-parasite mimicking the corpse of a clone of Ridley, and it's just crazy. But I guess they had to use Other M to explain somehow how Ridley and the Space Pirates were here. Also, Ridley's scream is really, really, really loud. So, yeah, if you're wearing headphones, sorry. Yeah, it's a clone of Ridley. And now, for beating Ridley, in spite of the fact that he wasn't using any abilities to indicate that we'd get this power from him, we got the screw attack. And now it is time for cleanup. We are going from sector to sector and getting the items that we had previously skipped. Now here's the thing. We have to do this without going to a navigation room. Because at this point, as soon as we enter a navigation room, we will be locked into the finale. It will be endgame. So we have to use our new screw attack ability to find screw attack blocks, to find shortcuts from sector to sector without using navigation rooms. We cannot take the main elevator because that will require us to hit up a navigation room, and as soon as we go in one, we will be locked into the ending of the game. So we are back in Sector 1. Let's head to the right here. Going up. Yeah, no navigating. But the screw attack pretty much makes us a spinny ball of death now. We kill anything by just spin jumping into it. Pretty much turns Samus into Sonic. See? Boom. There we go. We skipped the save point before, but I'm going to use the save point now because we have a few complicated shine sparks that we need to pull off in order to get a few items here. All right, and shine spark. There we go. You got to be super quick because the shine spark doesn't keep the energy stored for very long. What Virtual Console Metroid games do I own? I pretty much own all of the Metroid games that are on Virtual Console, like Metroid 1, 2, Super Metroid, Metroid Fusion. I'm playing this on the Virtual Console right now. The only one that I don't have is Prime Hunters. I also don't have Prime Pinball, but I don't know if that one actually is on the Virtual Console. Fuck! Hate that! Grab onto the damn ladder! Fuck! I hate that so much. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I hate that one. Do I own Super Fusion on 3DS? I do not. I'm on the Wii U Virtual Console. But I do have Metroid 2 on the 3DS Virtual Console. But when I did my playthrough of Metroid 2, I did use an emulator because I wanted it to, you know, have color in it. Ooh, what's that? That is a Metroid egg. That is a big Metroid egg. All right, we didn't come through this area before. But we need to get to another sector, and here's our shortcut into another sector without using the navigation room. Heading into Sector 2. So, yeah, it's pretty much endgame, guys. We're almost done here. We're just doing our final cleanup. And I'm hoping and praying I didn't miss anything because I know I haven't been focusing that intently on the game because I've been trying to interact with chat. The egg was there in that habitat area. We'll see more. I'll point them out. But right now we're grabbing up a few item expansions, and then we're heading down to the area where we got the space jump, or not the space jump, the high jump. I want to get some diffusion missiles charged up. Come on. Oh, they're not in the best position, but there we go. Yeah, those are false floors right there, so we need to use these frozen enemies in order to get over here. Oh, you're welcome, JV Plays. Glad to brighten up anybody's day. Yeah, I usually don't eat when I stream. I usually don't eat while I'm playing video games because I don't like it when people do that. I always yell at my kids whenever I see them eating and playing a video game because they're gonna goop up the controls. In fact, I have a rule in my house to where you have to wash your hands before playing a video game. Well, I mean, I'll get 100%. Whether or not I get 100% without backtracking, I'm hoping to just get it all along my route. I'm hoping I didn't forget anything. Because there's nothing worse than getting to the end of a Metroid game and finding out that you're missing one thing and you need to scour the entire map trying to find that one thing that you're missing. All right, as far as Shine Sparks go, these few expansions right here are probably the toughest to get. This one, not so much. But this, there's a Power Bomb expansion up there that we have to ascend this entire room by constantly recharging the Shine Spark. And there we go. All right, okay, JV's taken off. Well, this will be archived, so if you want to see the whole playthrough, And assuming that I get everything going on, you know, English, Mike, do you speak it? Assuming that I get everything along my route and don't have to do any kind of insane backtracking, you could watch the archive and use this as a walkthrough. Oh, what am I doing? I could just shoot through that. Not even thinking. That's seconds wasted. Do I plan on getting the NES Classic? I really don't see a point in getting it because I already have all of those games. You know, I'm not really a collector. I don't know, maybe one day I might get it. Like, if I see it and it's discounted, maybe I'll pick it up because they do seem to emulate them awfully well. I mean, it seems to be better emulation than the Wii U Virtual Console, that's for sure. Alright, this one's kind of a pain. Because this whole room is fake blocks, and if you touch one, it doesn't like to let you jump back up because it's a douche. There we go. You collect stuff, so the NES Classic would probably be more along your, you know, oh god. No, no, no. You fuck noodle. No, no. There! Yeah, this room sucks! I think there's a worse one coming up. Am I doing okay here? Think we're all good. God damn it. Please, God, don't let me miss something. I would really hate that. After the few test playthroughs that I did. It'll show you that focus goes a long way. You know, dividing your attention can hurt you. Okay, Sector 4. There's nothing in here that I want. So, there's another shortcut coming up real soon here. Go ahead and use diffusion missiles to take out those blocks. Oh, shortcut. Yeah, screw attack unlocks lots of shortcuts. I'm trying to think of another. I think that's the room that I really hate, is that one that I passed through. Trying to remember another one that I might like less. All right, let's build up the Shine Spark here. Why is everyone insistent on calling this fucking phone today? Hold on, guys. It's my damn sister-in-law. When's my sister gonna be home? Same time she's always home. Okay, this one's kind of tricky here. You want to shine spark vertically. The best strategy I can give you is build up the shine spark, and as soon as you see it start to charge up, back up to like the last block you were standing at, and then just shine spark directly up. This other one right here can also be kind of tricky, because what we want to do is build up a shine spark, and then come out of the shine spark and just do a screw attack in order to go through those blocks with a speed boosted screw attack. So that can be a little frustrating as well. Yeah, my damn sister-in-law calling to ask, you know, if my wife is home. No, my wife isn't home. When's she gonna be home? The same time she's always home. No, 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 no! Very well. Let's go up this way. Actually, you know what? It works either way. Okay, I remember this one right here. I hate this one because you have a little bit of room to come out and jump, but because the breakable blocks don't want you to jump. Yeah, there we go. That one's a bitch too. Yeah, I watch AVGN. Alright, there we go. See, I keep losing my rhythm because that damn, you know, people won't quit calling. I've never had the phone ring this damn much during a stream. Alright, so there's a missile, it's not a missile expansion, it's a power bomb expansion coming up here, which... it's kind of dickish, the way they want you to get it. Maybe they intended it for it to be the last. Okay, so I'm gonna build up a speed booster right here, or I'm gonna build up my speed booster, but I'm not going to build up a shine spark. I'm just going to go into a screw attack with the speed booster. Now, what they wanted you to do is they wanted you to build up a shine spark and then shine spark vertically up through that shaft up the center in order to grab the power bomb, but then the shine spark would have continued and boosted you up through the next room, which if you look at the map, there's a navigation room right there. You would have been stuck and forced to go into that navigation room, triggering the end game. So, yeah, you just want to build up your speed booster and then screw attack through. Do not stop to shine spark up vertically unless that is the last one you're going for. And, okay. We're good, we're good. Alright, I want to build up another shine spark now. Okay, so this room over here that I'm going into, this one's also kind of tricky. There's these barriers that come out depending on what part you bombed them on. There's also vertical barriers that pop up. See, what you want to do is you want to... yeah, that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. You want to create a bridge to where you could build up your speed booster and then shine spark to break some speed booster blocks. You also need that bridge to shine spark out of here because those blocks out there respawn. So we just want to build ourselves a bridge without making a barrier. Oh, you know what? Yeah, we want to go middle, middle, edge, edge, and middle. And this should do it. Yep, there we go. All right, let's build up the shine spark. All right, and now we just need to shine spark out of here. Opening the door would help. Really help. Okay. And that should do it for Sector 6. God, I hope that does it for Sector 6. Let's go ahead and find our shortcut into the next sector. All right, Sector 5. And, I think this is actually the only one that we need to get here. Yeah, I think we're safe to move into the next sector now. Oh. You can look at your map to see that there's circles in certain rooms that have power-up items in them. That's how you're supposed to know. And, okay. I think there's another thing in here. But I want the floor to respawn back there so I could build up my speed booster. Yep. Ah, for real? There we go. And there's nothing over on the other side, so we can just move into the next room now. You know what? I want to build up another shine spark. Let's skip through this room. Okay. I don't think there was anything back there. I'm pretty sure there wasn't. This power bomb expansion that we're getting right here, it's kind of weird that they would put that enemy right there, because you can't get in here until you have the power bombs, and at that point like, I guess you're supposed to use the ice missiles in order to freeze that enemy to get up there, but you couldn't even get in there without the high jump. So it seems kind of redundant. Maybe it's just there to distract you or hurt you. Oh, by the way, yeah, once you get the gravity suit, lava no longer harms you, so just go ahead and feel free to walk through it. Let's see, 2 energy tanks left. I think we're doing all right. Pretty sure we're doing all right. We'll know by the time we get out of here and reach Sector 1, that's for sure. All right, let's build up a speed boost. Oh, no, not quite time to build up a speed boost. Next room. I want to build up the speed boost here. Okay. Yeah, we're doing good, because I know where the next energy tank is. Right. Make sure you're firing so you can open the doors you're running forward. Door it up and go up. All right, but you probably see that there's one more down here. Let's just go ahead and screw attack through to get it. All right, I want to destroy all of these enemies and grab the X parasite so they don't keep respawning because I need room to build up another shine spark. Wait, actually, no. I want to do that in this room. And... oh, no, come on. Yeah, because if you don't grab the X parasites, they'll reform, and then you'll have to deal with it again. Ugh, of course. Okay. Excellent. How many thingies do I have left to get? Yeah, the screw attack is infinite in this game, unlike the Prime series. I have only a few little thingies to get. Not too many. There we go. Final energy tank. It's the final energy tank. How am I doing on... actually, let's check status. 72 power bombs. I only have one more to get, and I think I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I am on track. So we are almost done here. All right, let's build up another shine spark. I don't have all of my missiles yet, but I am on the right track to getting them. There's only 3 more expansions left, and they're all in the same room, the room that I'll be heading to right now. And there's only 1 more power bomb expansion, and I'll be getting that after hitting up the next navigation room, because the last power bomb expansion is up on the main deck. Oh, there's a Metroid egg right there. All right, there we go. 240. 245. And 250. That's it. All right, let's go hit up the navigation room. And we went full circle. We're actually back in Sector 1. Yeah, they give you tons of power bombs in this game. So yeah, $20.99 for the energy. 550 missiles. The power bombs go in increments of 2, so you'll max out at 74. I have 72 max right now, so my last power bomb expansion will be my last. See, and we're locked in the navigation room, and this will trigger endgame. Samus, we're done here. Leave the rest of the Federation. We should be preparing to evacuate the station. Are you joking? Do they know how dangerous the X are? How quickly they reproduce? They're like Catholics. I'm kidding. Sorry. I'm sorry. The Federation has taken an interest in the X and SAX. They believe this life form has endless potential and applications. This is ridiculous. The X are heartless abominations. What potential could they have? It is not necessary that you understand such matters. The Federation is coming now. You should just leave quietly. This is madness. They won't stand a chance here. This station will devour them. What could be worth the risk? Capturing the SAX, of course. Stupid. Are you serious? Do they really think they can succeed? It will certainly be difficult. They don't expect your help. They knew you would try to destroy the SAX. That's why they stopped sending you support data. The plasma beam modification was ready some time ago, but they withheld it to keep you from engaging the SAX. Yet somehow you restored that function on your own. They also tried to withhold the diffusion missile upgrade because they didn't want you to grow too powerful. But they had already sent it, and you tracked it down. Bravo, Samus. They must cancel this mission. Open a channel to HQ. I won't let this happen. They are already on their way. Fools. And as soon as the Federation ships land, the X will overwhelm them and absorb the knowledge and power of their occupants. The X are just waiting for the hunt to begin, and then they'll spread across the universe. Galactic civilization will end. The X hunger for form, knowledge, and power. They mimic these perfectly, but they cannot copy the soul. They're single-minded, instinctively seeking to increase in number. They're a plague, and the Federation underestimates their threat. The X must not leave here. I must destroy them all before the Federation arrives. This station has a self-destruct mechanism. I must use it to destroy the X here and on the planet. I must send them to oblivion. Them, the station, and myself if I have to. And the door's still locked. Open the hatch. I have been ordered to confine you until the ship arrives. Don't let them do this. Can't you see what will happen, Adam? Adam? Who is Adam? A friend of mine. Pay attention. And what would this friend advise you to do now? He would know that the only way to end this is to start the self-destruct cycle. He'd know how important it is. Did this Adam care for you? Would he sit in a safe command room and order you to die? That is literally what he did for most of Other M. He would understand that some must live and some must die. He knew what it meant. He made that sacrifice once. So, he chose life for you? Our fair warrior, Samus Aran. Your Adam gave his life so that you might keep yours. For the sake of the universe. How foolish. How dare you? How could you hope to understand, machine? You know that detonating this station in high orbit would not guarantee the complete extinction of the X-parasites. Even though the station would be utterly destroyed, you would only succeed in removing the one obstacle to the galaxy's ruin, yourself. You would ignore this simple fact and choose death. When Adam decided who would live, he chose incorrectly. If you were to alter the station's orbit, then you might be able to include the planet in the vaporization field of the self-destruct detonation. You would have to start the propulsion sequence now, before the Federation arrives. Samus, this is your last mission. Go to the operations room and adjust the station's orbit path to intercept SR-388. You're gonna destroy the whole damn planet. Then return to your ship and escape. Move quickly and stay alive. That's an order. Any objections, lady? So, it really is Adam in that computer. So plot twist. That really is Adam Malkovich. Yeah, it really is Adam. All right, few shortcuts here. No, there we go. All right, let's head up here, blow this thing up. And there we go, final power bomb tank. We've officially got 100%. Now I'm sitting here wondering if we actually managed to do this in under 2 hours. I mean, in-game time, I mean. I'm using the Pro Controller. Also, that was your last opportunity to save right there. All right, now we get to start the self-destruct mechanism. But the doors seem locked. Oh boy. Hello, SAX. Well, we're pretty damn strong now, so this thing's kind of a pushover now. Yeah, if you have plenty of E-tanks, it shouldn't be too much of an issue for you. Yeah, there you go. And here's what I think is a nice touch. You can kind of see it mixed in with other species that it previously absorbed and mimicked. And yeah, look how fast it went down. God damn. And of course, it's a Beam Core X. So, oh look, it's shooting the ice beam at us, which means that we'll get the ice beam from it, right? But I thought it was incompatible because of the Metroid vaccine. I guess that was complete bullshit. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and it just runs away. So, let's go ahead and start the self-destruct sequence. Let's end this like a real Metroid game. 3 minutes until the entire space station intercepts SR-388 and explodes, blowing up and taking the whole planet with it. And you know what? Just wanted to point out that in my time in the military, I have been on quite a few military bases. I've been on quite a few military vessels. Not a single one of them has a self-destruct mechanism. I don't know why they put these things in fiction, but I've never been on anything with a self-destruct mechanism. There was explosives on it. I mean, I guess you could, like, cause a chain reaction and blow them all up, but there's never actually been a function like, you know, like hit the pop filter or self-destruct. Oh, yeah, and you can't even boost now because the floor's been torn up. And that's a big-ass Metroid egg. And this is our old friend, the Omega Metroid. Yeah, we can't hurt him. Ouch. So this is kind of familiar, being taken down to 1 hit point only to have something else show up and lend you a new ability in order to help you out of the situation. It's kind of like how when the baby Metroid saved you at the end of Super Metroid. But now we have our ice beam again. So I guess it's not incompatible. But even Metroids outgrow their weakness to cold at times. Although, it kind of makes me think that the Omega Metroid, like the other Metroids that we encountered in Metroid 2, were all resistant to cold, and you needed missiles to take them out. But this one is kind of a cheap knockoff created by the Galactic Federation, so it's kind of reverse. Missiles bounce off of it, but it kept its weakness to cold. So yeah, the SAX came in to try to kill that Omega Metroid, and then we got the ice beam back from its core, and we were able to take out the Omega Metroid and escape just in time. Boom! And there goes SR-388. Like, Samus can't step on a planet without eventually blowing it up. I don't know why. You just can't. That perfect military mind, the wisdom of Adam Malkovich, continued to serve even after death. Until today, I had no idea that the minds of leaders and scientists were frequently uploaded to computers. Really? Really? Because putting brains inside of computers has never been a thing the Federation has done. My incredible reunion with Adam may have saved the universe, but how will the beings of the universe view our resolve? I doubt they will understand what we did, the danger we barely averted. They will hold tribunals and investigations. They will hold us responsible. Adam understood this. He spoke to me in my anger. Do not worry. One of them will understand. One of them must. I've reflected upon his words and see the wisdom in them. We are all bound by our experiences. They are the limits of our consciousness. But in the end, the human soul will ever reach for the truth. This is what Adam taught me. Just one detail still bothers me. This ship could only be started manually. Yet, before I faced the Omega Metroid, the ship moved on its own, guided by someone's hands. Is it possible, Adam? Yeah, this is the end. Lady, what's troubling you? You wonder how I started the ship? Just think about it. They lent me a hand. Yeah, it was piloted by the Edakuns and the Decoras. Because they're intelligent. They can pilot a ship. They piloted a ship to escape from Zebes. But there you go. That is Metroid Fusion. So, hope you guys enjoyed that. Pretty sure it's 100%, but let's see if I did it 100% in under 2 hours to get the best ending picture. And while we were watching the credits roll, who's up for a raid? We only have about 7 people in here. Is anybody up for a raid? I don't even know who's really streaming right now. It's okay, Helios. We still have the archived version. So yeah, what Nightbot just put in, hashtag that LP raid. If you guys could just copy it and paste it into the chat so I can see if we got a few people on board with this raid, because there's only a few people here. So, we'll only do a raid if I get to, if I see at least 2 or 3 people put in hashtag that LP raid. And then I'll put in the link for the raid target. We have. What's everyone playing? Ooh. Who likes The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past? All right, moment of truth. Moment of truth. Did I do it? Did I do it? I did it! Clear time. 1 hour, 50 minutes. I've done better, but it was sub 2, and my rate for collecting items is 100%. Awesome. Okay, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for dropping by and watching me stream Metroid Fusion. We are going to go raid Team Koopa Gaming. They're playing The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. So I will see you all there. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you then. And until then, have a one that is good.